We are 8 days away from the first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, and the rules are official. The 90-minute debate will have no audience, mics will be muted when the other is speaking, and no written notes will be allowed. Now, it is the exact same agreement set up when it was supposed to be Trump against Joe Biden. Joining us now to break it down is Trump 2024 Senior Advisor Danielle Alvarez. Danielle, thank you for coming on. So Donald Trump's strategy now going into the debate with Harris. It's just about a week away now. How is it different from his preparation for Biden?
It's actually quite similar. President Trump has been on the campaign trail, keeping an incredibly rigorous schedule, whether it's rallies with tens of thousands of patriots, smaller town halls where he's hitting core policy issues, interviews, press gaggles. I mean, he is prepared for this debate. What he does like to do is sit and have policy conversations with senior advisors or key allies of the campaign to make sure that he is sharp, because when you have that many policy accomplishments and incredible policy plans for the second term, it's in stark contrast to Kamala Harris, who has said that she's going to haul up for about 5 to 8 days prior to the campaign and is going to sit down with her advisors, who I'm sure are going to spoon feed her because they're terrified that she won't have a teleprompter. And as you stated, the debate rules agreed. They tried to have notes, and she will not be allowed to have notes. She will have to stand on her own 2 feet without Mike Walls as a security blanket beside her and talk about her record and talk about the issues. And President Trump is ready for just that.
Her emotional security vice president pick blanket. You bring up a great point, though, right? Because right before this debate, Kamala's team wanted to change up some of the rules. And Donald Trump, he's not only fighting against Kamala Harris in this election, he's battling that mainstream media who is just doing whatever Kamala asks them to do. So she wants to change the rules, right? She wants to have notes because she clearly doesn't trust herself to just speak about her accomplishments off the cuff, maybe because she can't remember where her policy stands now. And she wanted their mics to be unmuted the entire time. I'm not sure why. Maybe she thought she could catch Donald Trump saying something. But then she goes on and she tells the media to start spewing the story that Donald Trump doesn't want to debate her, that he's afraid, when in reality, she was the one who tried to change the rules. How are you guys combating not only this election against Kamala Harris, but also against so much of the media?
It's absolutely disgraceful what Kamala Harris and her camp are trying to do. The reality is that the rules were sent over when ABC and when other networks, which, by the way, she has not agreed to their debates. I'm including NBC and Fox here, but they all sent their rules when they proposed their debates, their dates and their rules, and they all mirrored those CNN rules. And we accepted right away because President Trump is ready to debate. We know that the mainstream media has not held Kamala Harris accountable for her failures. They've not held her accountable for the fact that she does not have policy proposals that are real, that are tangible. She's been very vague. I mean, her entire campaign is something like joy. I don't know how that helps the American people who are suffering with inflation and how that would be articulated in a debate. But we need to hold her accountable. We accepted the debate rules, and it wasn't just that she wanted to change one rule. She wanted to change the entire rule base for the debate, and it included being seated. I mean, I would point out that even Joe Biden was able to hang on to the podium for 90 minutes. She wanted notes, again, I think because her camp is terrified of her going unscripted. We saw how awful that CNN interview was for her, and by the way, she only spoke for about 16 minutes of it. And so she's just terrified to go against Donald Trump. Look, I'll be honest, I don't want to set the bar too low. She is a prosecutor. She's going to haul up for 5 to 8 days. She's going to be in fighting form. But I do have full confidence in President Trump because he delivered a knockout debate performance the first time, and I'm certain he'll be able to do it again.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm very much so looking forward to watching that debate. Danielle Alvarez, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.